Hey.
Hello.
How's it going, pals?
It's hanging to the... No, that you didn't ask me that. How are you?
Well, thanks. Thanks for asking. This is throwing the power short and sweet. Best De Niro.
Best dinero.
Best dinero.
This is my best De Niro right here.
Niro.
Not bad. Okay.
It's okay. It's not bad.
So best or favorite?
Oh, yeah. It's all
And also maybe worst.
Best and or favorite.
best and or favorite.
Favorite and or best. All right. Who wants to kick us off?
Who wants to go? By the way, for the listener, this is Robert De Niro.
Not Joseph De Niro.
Is there another? Like, is there a sibling?
Joseph De Niro, famed silent film actor from the 1930s. Died in a car crash.
Of course.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah. Okay, I made him up, but rough. Mean to old Joey De Niro.
His made-up feelings
drink
are hers.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Robert De Niro, best and or favorite.
Okay.
Who wants to go?
I will.
Anyone?
I'll
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
I'll go. Because
thank you.
mine, I think,
Okay,
is
okay.
quite controversial and no one will agree with me.
Okay. Hide and seek.
Where are we?
What the hell is gone? Ooh, what you say? Ooh, that you are De Niro, cause you're a robber.
We'll cut that. Stardust.
Oh, you're not. Fuck off. Get out of the room.
He's
You
fantastic
can't
in
be.
Stardust.
Are you actually?
It's so good.
Are you
It's
actually?
so enjoyable.
Tom, anything on this?
I've seen that
Tell me
on
I'm
a
wrong.
plane once back in the day and was like, it's
good.
kind of weird De Niro's in this.
Ben
He's
Barnes,
pretty hot in
Mark
it.
Strong.
Honestly.
De Niro does drag and he's just having a fun time. You know, it's like he's a hardened pirate playing into the stereotype of De Niro. And then it's like, oh, actually he's...
Yeah, it's stunt casting. And it's like, I like his hair in it. I remember that. It's kind of like very short, cropped.
almost
but
buzz cutty.
It looks good, yeah. I don't know. I barely remember it. I'm sure it's kind of fun. Is that a good movie?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's
Henry Cavill's in it.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah,
She's
Michelle
the
Henry
one-
Cavill's
she's
in that?
Henry Cavill's in it.
Ricky Gervais is in it. I remember vaguely. He's like wearing a big coat, and he's like a fence in it. Like he sells weird mystical objects. I'm positive Ricky Gervais is in
I
that movie.
swear to God, Frank told us off recently.
I don't
where we said that
think-
he's Mr. Popcorn Cinema, and he got angry at us for this.
Is he?
And then he's like Stardust.
It's a nice time. De Niro's
It is.
I don't know.
having a good time.
That's a very forgotten popcorn cinema movie. I don't think
I
it
think it's a popcorn movie.
did that well. I think it was.
No, it
kind of
didn't.
big.
It didn't do that
Is he
well.
not in it?
No, Gervais isn't in it.
That's shocking to
You're
me.
thinking of something
What am I
else.
thinking of that Gervais is in if it's not Stardust? Anyway.
The Office, which De Niro is also good in.
Yeah.
Actually, De Niro is good in
Yeah, De Niro's the stapler in that. It's pretty good.
the Jello. Great. Okay, who's next?
Who plays the Jello? Wait, hold on. Jello. Oh,
Marcus
wrong
said
number.
before we started rolling, can we stay on track?
Have you guys seen Avengers Age of Ultron recently?
Yeah, I
Oh,
have.
Tom, can you go?
Mean Streets.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's your favorite De Niro.
That's
or
my
his
favorite.
best.
That's much of a muchness. Like if people are going to get into best, it's like
Godfather Part 2.
we definitely started with that.
it's well. I don't play by those rules. All right. No, it's his best. It's my favorite performance. I have a theory on what makes De Niro's acting fascinating and what his sort of central premise is
it
as
repetition
an
of
actor.
the
It's
same
repetition saying the same thing. What are you doing here? How'd you get in here? How'd you get in the door? That door was locked. How'd you get in here? What are you doing? That's what he said to me when I went into his trailer looking for an autograph
Yeah,
once.
good.
Marcus, what's yours?
See, I really struggle with it. No. Don't.
always do-
No,
you've
I
got
don't.
to
No. This is the first time.
This is not the first time.
His was-
I never do this. I always just say a line.
Marcus's was Stardust as well, so now he's scrambling.
My problem with our short and sweets is that I'll come in with too many options. This time I was like, I'm so overwhelmed by the question that I couldn't pick.
Trust your gut. Pick one. Say one.
I think his Capone in The Untouchables is really, really good.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I've always loved that performance from him, but it's only like he's just there. Do you know what I mean?
That's sort of a summation of everything he'd done to that point.
Kind
it's
of,
kind
yeah.
of like he needs, like if you're going to cast an actor in, 1990? Like it's very
Yeah,
close to,
yeah.
to play the most well-known gangster of all time.
Yeah.
So you kind of have, legally it has to be Robert De Niro,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, there was a clause, I think.
Yeah, true. Santa.
My favorite Robert De Niro film is Heat. I just
Yeah.
love Robert De Niro
He's
in Heat. I
great
think
in
that
Heat.
is so well deployed. That is, and it bounces so well off Pacino. It is just such a powerhouse of a film. I'm just like, I can't see that film without De Niro in it, or anyone else for that matter.
No, you can't because he's in it.
He's so great. To be honest, I think his Yep. I had to process what you just did then.
Yeah, it's a bit
I hate you.
off the radar.
I think his best performance might be Raging Bull. Actually,
It's a very good performance.
You're kidding.
The Academy thinks so as well.
Absolutely.
I kind of can't go past it now, having recently seen it.
Yeah, he's really good in it.
Really?
Sorry, but is it my favorite? No.
Of course not. It's a bad movie.
I kind of prefer the easier going version of him, or the more stereotypical De Niro version. Do you know what I really love De Niro in? Is The Intern.
Oh my God.
The Anne Hathaway. Is that Nancy
He-
Myers?
It is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident.
The film itself, it's this Hallmark Netflix, straight to Netflix film, and
don't like the listener knows. Everyone knows The Intern.
do
The
they?
Intern's got a
I think
big
it's a-
internet legacy.
Does it
A
really?
lot of people like
Yeah.
that movie. I've never
I
seen
watched it.
should
I
watch
was
I think it's
surprised
really
I liked it
lovely.
because
It's
I'm not a
lovely.
big Anne Hathaway fan.
No, dislike her.
But
She's good in
they're
this.
kind of great with each
And
other.
they have great chemistry. It's surprising how well they work together.
He does. He's doing a very soft old man thing in this that is just so endearing.
it's
so
like almost like a
beautiful,
Tom
and
Hanks role.
Yeah,
Like it feels like it could have been Tom Hanks.
But they're at like college together. Is that what you said?
Are you joking?
what?
Well, you just said they have chemistry together.
Yeah, AP chemistry.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
That's,
He's an
that's
intern.
crazy. That's
He's
the
an
plot of the
intern
movie. In
college.
How good was my sympathy love?
Yeah, thank you.
How bad was the joke? Do you know what he's really bad in?
Oh, okay, we're going
gotta
back.
guess
Is it Bad Grandpa? Because he's so bad in
I
that.
don't think he's bad in Bad Grandpa.
Okay, why have you
But
seen
why is
Bad
it called
Grandpa?
Bad Grandpa?
Of course, I've seen Bad Grandpa. Of all the De Niro films.
Tom, I've seen Bad Grandpa. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. It's weird. Zac Efron looks weird. De Niro is ripped.
I
He
know-
has sex with Aubrey Plaza.
I know there's the scene.
It's got everything I need in a
It's a
film.
perfect film. 10 out of 10.
Aubrey Plaza does an interview where she talks about tweaking his nipple, which I thought was pretty funny.
And
no,
that didn't
Look it up.
compel you to
no,
watch
she
the film?
she also talks about the fact how she gave him a book as a gift, and she took like a saucy photo of herself, like a Polaroid, and she put it at like page 10. And she gave it to him, and then he didn't say anything to her for weeks. And she was like, oh, either he didn't read it or like he just didn't like it very much. And then like a few weeks into shooting, he came up to her. He's like, I got your book. It's good. It's good.
Is she trying to like hook up with
I
De
think
Niro?
she
or
was
is it
just like, this is something I
this
should
is-
do. I want to fuck with Bob.
It's
And then-
Aubrey Plaza,
And
right?
then it's like
He's like, the pages are stuck together now, but what can you do?
she's so funny on red carpet stuff. Like apparently he walked past her in the background at the Megalopolis red carpet,
Yeah.
and she's in the middle of answering some questions. So she goes, "Hey, how you going, Bob? That's Bob. De Niro." She's just like so fucking casual about it. I love Aubrey Plaza. I think she's so good. I hope she's...
And that's your example of why you love her? That's
yeah,
not that
absolutely.
funny.
She calls him Bob. Who calls him?
Everyone calls him Bob.
We don't.
I think
Of course we don't. We
I
have
think
some
the thing-
respect.
we
De
call him
Niro.
Bad Grandpa.
with De Niro, you need to split him up into decades, I think, is my perception of him. You look
Absolutely.
at 80s De Niro, 90s De Niro, and 2000s beyond De Niro.
Sure.
Yeah,
Or
that's a
like
good way to put it.
old man De Niro. 90s De Niro is like the Hollywood. We now know what De Niro's thing is. Let's just milk it. But it works. Like, it's not like it doesn't work. It's fucking great.
That's
Yeah.
like late 90s, early. You mean like when the comedy era kicks in, where it's like analyze this, analyze that, meet the parents.
Well, that's
No.
Meet the Parents is
What-
2000 on the line.
That's-
yeah.
that's
and
the
analyze
2000s
this is
to me.
like
The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle is also 2000. Good year for him.
hit his stride. Finally,
is that what you wanted to mention before?
For years,
That's
De
the
Niro
one.
was
There's a
searching
few
for the
more.
role.
There's a few more.
Yeah.
I want to talk about De Niro. I mean, obviously, Meet the Parents is, I think, how he came to a new generation. And we were like, who's this scary man? You know, if you weren't a
Yeah.
film kid
Yeah.
growing up, you were like,
That's true.
Why did they, what's this guy's deal? And then if you get into it, you're
That
like,
was a turning point in his
amazing,
career of the
amazing
Yes.
casting choice.
I get what you
Yeah.
mean if you say Heat, Marcus. Yes, because that's mid 90s.
Yeah.
So that was arguably one of the last times where he played.
And here's the thing, he doesn't really play De Niro.
But then you look at
stereotype in that.
Jackie Brown, you look at Copland, you look at Heat, you look at all those 90s films of just like,
Copland's an interesting call. I haven't seen
Copland's
that movie.
cool.
But
Never been
You're
there.
right that Jackie Brown and Heat are both not typical of his performances, even though Heat is kind of like the most minimalistic form of what he does, where he's still this very ruthless.
Do what you boxed in.
Right. Whereas Jackie Brown is like, he's a stoner and he has no idea what's going on in any scene.
Yeah.
And it's quite funny.
Yeah.
And it's actually like there's something so like chaotically wonderful about his performance in that, where him just wandering around not knowing he's in a crime film, which is great. My theory about De Niro's acting is that he's always, in his best performances, the most something in every room he's in. And that's what makes him captivating. He's the most violent and angry and raging bull. Mm-hmm. He's the most
powerful or the most respected.
Yes, in you could say in Goodfellas as Jimmy, he's like the most respected in most rooms, but he's also the most like calculating. In Killers of the Flower Moon, he's the most deceptive. You know, in a film like Taxi Driver, he's the most unhinged, or he's the most out of touch with reality.
This ties into why Dwayne The Rock Johnson is such a good actor as well.
Can we just move on? So De Niro is the most.
You don't even let me finish the bit.
Is it okay? The bit. I thought that was.
No, I'm not going to do it now. You don't
do the bit. Go. Wait.
No, because his catchphrase is "Be the hardest worker in the room." Like,
is that really his catchphrase?
Let me. Oh, you fucking bastards!
There's nothing harder than a rock. That's true. Did you like that?
No,
that was me trying to yes and you.
It was
best friends.
De Niro is the most something in every room in all his great performances, in my opinion. In Heat, he's the most
in Heat,
sort of like he's the most reserved, and he's the most sort of like unreadable. And in Mean Streets, he's the stupidest person in every room. It's his only performance.
What about the King of Comedy? He's the funniest.
King of Comedy is the most desperate. Which is like, okay, I love that performance.
You actually had an answer for that. I'm surprised.
I think that movie is amazing.
The internet thinks that's his best performance.
It's up there for me because it is definitely not in keeping with a lot of what he does. But I love Mean Streets because he's so young. He doesn't have that sort of energy and that authority that he gains in years that come later. Mm-hmm. And he is scary. Not because he's actually physically imposing, not because he has the intellect or the power or the influence to have over anyone. It's because he's so fucking dumb, you don't know what he's going to do next in that movie. And he's dumb in a really pitiful way. And I don't think he ever really did something like that again. I watched Mean Streets again for the first time in a while the other day, and I was just so fucking captivated by him in that. I think Jackie Brown is like the older version of that, but it's less. He's dumb and cruel in Mean Streets. He's just kind of dumb and there in Jackie Brown, in the best way. Like, he's really good at Jackie Brown. But
Tom, have you seen Once Upon a Time in America?
No, I haven't.
Watch it, because I think
have to watch that.
That was a close contender for me for him in terms of performance. He's so good in it.
I got to watch that movie.
So good in it.
What do we think of him in Joker?
Sorry, a device.
Yeah, I don't think much of him in that
stunt
movie.
casting and doesn't really work.
Yeah,
because it is
you can obviously see what they're doing.
What's homage to his life in cinema?
Was it necessary?
Yeah, it's an homage sort of to the fact that that's the King of Comedy thing, where the guy goes on the TV. I think
it's a weird pull.
The funny thing in Raging Bull, in King of Comedy, in Casino, is we know this from having seen him show up on SNL. He's never hosted.
Yeah.
But he's played Robert Mueller. He's just occasionally shown up and done little bit parts. Or he's like showed up in a random episode of 30 Rock where he puts on a Cockney accent. But no, everyone will know I'm a blimey Cockney, won't they? And it's like, this is so dumb. He's not very good at actual comedy. He's not very good at intentionally being funny. He's good at playing the straight guy.
The straight man, the scary man.
Funny shit going on around him.
The bounce.
So when Scorsese uses him as someone in Raging Bull, in King of Comedy, and in Casino, where he has to have that sort of charisma, where in Raging Bull he gets on stage and does lyrical recitations, where in King of Comedy he tries to be a stand-up comedian, and in Casino Ace Rothstein starts his own talk show for some fucking reason in the Casino. He's terrible at it, but it's part of the movie, how bad he is at it. And then I think Todd Phillips was like, I actually want you to be a good talk show host. And it's like, well, bad fucking casting. He's not good at that. He's not
going to do it,
Why would you? No one would watch this show. No one would watch the show Robert De Niro hosts in Joker.
No, because he doesn't have any sort of friendly persona or conversation skills.
He's got no charisma on live television. It's like non-existent.
It's amazing that because he doesn't have charisma in interviews or on SNL when he's on sketch, like, and he's trying to read the cue cards, he is woeful. Always
so
has been.
Bad in those Mueller episodes.
Which is
so bad.
Which is outrageous because he is such a talented man, and when he's playing the darker roles, he is so captivating, right?
Yes.
You want to watch him, you can't believe, and you don't know what he's going to do next, and he's vibrant and exciting. And he's so boring in real life.
It is hard to think of a better actor who is worse at talking about acting and worse at showing some sort of energy or like texture or just dimension outside of his performances.
It's even like basic media training, it feels like. It's
Yeah,
like
he doesn't
never
have it.
been coached on like, this is what you do on a talk show. You go with a little bit, a little story.
He's got that real energy of that street kid that rocks up to acting classes and he's like, I don't know why I do it. I just feel it, I just do it.
And yet he's the best one in the class. And you're like,
That's
God
it.
fucking
Yeah,
damn
I
it.
know.
Why is this
It's
guy
like
so
infuriating.
good?
It's like the
Yeah.
guy from Sopranos.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Oh, you mean James Gandolfini?
No.
Yeah. No, I mean in season 1 of Sopranos where the young kid from Sopranos, Christopher goes to acting class and he's quite talented.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Good pull.
Thank you.
Also, it's Dirty Grandpa, not Bad Grandpa. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh, is it?
Well,
See-
it's Bad Santa, which is a good movie.
No, there's actually Bad Grandpa, which is the Johnny Knoxville.
Oh, it is too.
We're talking about peak cinema here. How are we
Speaking
confusing
of
these?
peak cinema, should we talk
Yeah.
about the Alto Nights? You mentioned it briefly in our last episode.
Yeah.
Where he plays not even twins, just people who look alike.
Can I ask, is it Barry Levinson? Does it say who directs that? I think it's a Barry Levinson film. It's going to be...
yeah, Barry Levinson.
It's going to be
bad.
good. Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Deborah Messing.
Deborah Messing.
She ain't messing around.
There's a film we've forgotten to mention, whether you've seen it or not.
Hide and Seek. I said it.
The Deer Hunter?
Yeah.
Oh. He's not the best in that though.
No, I mean, Walken.
That,
Walks,
that
arguably, but
He
as a
walks
film, it's so good. It's so impactful.
That
He-
is such a good film.
I would never walk away from The Deer Hunter being like, that De Niro film. Do you know what I mean?
It's an ensemble, yeah.
It is.
That's so true.
Yeah.
But he's great in it, obviously. And
That's
like you
right.
said earlier, Tom, it's about the earlier stuff in his career when he hadn't really formed
You look at his
the
early
caricature.
career, far out.
Because now he's so idiosyncratic. And you go, well, we're going to get De Niro, here he comes, repeating the lines, doing the face.
He's got a thing, but he used
got
to
a
not
thing.
have a thing.
Not have a thing. And
Yeah.
again, it sort of got formed like a river over time.
Well put.
Like the crevices in his...
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in some great films. You've got Sleepers here. You've got A Bronx Tale. Like, there's some...
He directed A Bronx Tale, and I've never seen it, which is...
Really
I
great.
should get around that.
It's based on A Knight's Tale,
Interesting.
but set on the Bronx. It's
yeah,
quite cool.
it was a
They
bucking
did-
Bronco.
Yeah.
Another fact
they're
about
driving
that is
cars.
none of that's true.
Yeah, that's a fun fact.
fun.
Just really quickly about Deer Hunter, which I think is a really interesting movie. It's got like John Cazale in it as well and Meryl Streep. What I find so weird and kind of frustrating about that film is people don't like it because of the Russian roulette stuff, and they're like, "That never happened," and I'm like, "It's a movie." Like,
Yeah, what do you mean
don't,
that never happened? Who cares?
And that's my thing, where it's just I don't.
It's
my
such a
takeaway from
captivating-
that movie was not, wow, all of the Viet Cong were doing this all the time. I'm just like, no, this is just a weird, fucked up circumstance.
That's
in
like
which this
that
is
is
happening.
maybe the most tension that's ever been captured on screen.
I think that's a pretty good call.
That is- yeah,
first
that's- I
scene
agree.
is
You cannot
so
breathe.
up
What a
to-
It's
weird
stifling.
criticism to say, though. It's like...
It's a big.
Who are these
this-
people?
This bottled moment, that never happened.
yeah,
It's
that's
like,
not
how
realistic.
the fuck do you know? Were you there the entire time?
Do you know him?
Yeah. Does
you call him
does
at
the
all?
war call you a dome?
You guys have done this bit.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
know,
good
because
bit.
it's a great bit.
It's a funny
you didn't
bit.
even
I
get
was
it.
so
What's it from?
sad thinking about the Deer Hunter, and you guys kind of like by force pulled me out.
We're going to bring you
just then.
Yeah. We want you to be happy.
I really feel like it would be a disservice to not actually talk about Hide and Seek. You guys seen that movie?
Hi.
No.
It's the one with Dakota Fanning and Robert De Niro's her dad, and she's got a best friend called Charlie who's doing all this horrible stuff.
Oh, it's Man on Fire.
And De Niro's trying to, yeah, my bad. And De Niro's trying to work out what's going on with his daughter, like whether she's having a psychotic episode or whether there is this mysterious figure who keeps coming to the house. And it turns out De Niro has split personality disorder and he's Charlie. And he's been Charlie the whole time.
Spoilers.
Wow,
God,
never
can't
gonna
wait
watch
to
it
watch
now.
Sorry, it is. I forgot to say it is an 11 out of 11 masterpiece. So I'm sorry for spoiling it for you. It is one of those movies. We've talked about some of these before, but you watch movies when you're 10 or 11, and you're like,
Yeah.
every movie's good. And you watch a movie like that, and you're like, what if that's not good? Like, what if is there something wrong with me that I didn't enjoy that
Wait,
movie?
when was the last time you watched it?
that movie,
Yeah.
yeah, when I was 10 or 11. So maybe it's good now.
Oh,
20
well,
years later.
You just said it's an 11/11 masterpiece.
Yeah,
You mean it's not? You're being facetious.
Oh, right, yeah, being facetious.
I can't take this pass ag.
Because for us, you can't be facetious. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Preach.
Like facetious us. You can't facetious us. You can facetious you. But you
Don't you dare facetious me!
Wait, so it's bad.
Yeah, it's a bad movie.
Oh, okay.
Don't
I
watch
thought-
Hide
I
and Seek.
believed you.
understood
You were
that.
so sincere.
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't.
There's a scene where he turns to Dakota Fanning after the whole movie of just playing it as De Niro, and she's like, "Daddy," and he goes, "Don't worry, sweetie. Charlie's here now. And it's like, oh, bad choice. Like, weird movie.
I've never seen Cape Fear. Internet loves that too.
I've seen most of it, but kind of like on Ostar when I was a kid. And
Ostar.
Yeah, I know.
Way to be rich.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hey, I had it too, and I was rich.
watched the scene where he makes Juliette Lewis eat his thumb, and
I'd do it too.
When I was young.
Sorry. What?
Way to be a fetishist.
Continue.
I remember just watching that when I was younger and really not being sure why movies like that were made. Like I was way too young to see a scene like that. He's pretty upsetting in that movie.
You have so many stories of I shouldn't have watched this young. My mother's a bad mother. She left me unsupervised too much.
You're extrapolating. You're right. But it's just I never said any of that.
Yeah.
My mother's a lovely woman. She introduced me to cinema at a young age.
Thomas Trauma Butler.
Yes.
You've seen too much.
It's weird they gave me that middle name
TTB.
before they knew what was going to happen.
Just trauma.
All right. Is De Niro top 10 actor of all time?
Oh, geez.
For us personally?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess I don't.
In terms of legacy, yes.
He's
he
no
has
Joe
to be.
Pesci, but like
He's close for
That's
sure.
insane. He's so good. I think Robert De Niro will famously go down in history as one of the greatest actors of all time, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
I think he pioneered a lot of the stuff that we see now, like just naturalism on film and naturalism in dialogue.
Yeah.
Yes, the repetition now I think is a tick or something we see too much. But back in the day, it felt like wow, what a way and a natural, interesting way to deliver dialogue that we hadn't seen before,
Yeah.
and that's why he's lauded as one of the greatest of all time.
I think one of the best things about him too is that he's not always necessarily the lead in something. He's always a part of something much greater and helps pull it together.
He's great in Silver Linings Playbook, one we haven't talked about.
Actually, great shout.
He's
that
really-
movie's strange legacy.
It has a weird tale to it. Like people kind of being like, oh, it's sort of like a feel-good comedy about a dancing competition, but mental illness. And you watch it and you're like, I don't know what this is.
I feel a lot.
I think I like it.
I think Save the Last Dance was that too.
Yeah, I think Honey
wrong
with Jesse-
reason.
both weirdly have drive-bys in them. Yeah, De Niro's scene in Silver Linings Playbook where Cooper's having a manic episode in the middle of the night and he pushes Jackie Weaver and hits her, and De Niro's just like, "What are you doing? You're upsetting your mother. You're getting all upset about this. Why are you acting this way?" Is heartbreaking. Like that scene is so devastating. I think he's really good in that movie.
No one pushes Jackie.
Well, that was fun.
Goodfellas,
top 10.
amazing, great film.
Yeah, fuck Goodfellas, obviously.
Goodfellas,
Great.
obviously.
Yeah,
Obviously.
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 Stardust.
Watch Copland and watch
Guys.
Once Upon a Time in America.
And
you
a Bronx
should.
Tale.
And a Bronx Tale. Yeah.
And Stardust.
Great.
Guys.
You've seen Sleepers though, right? Sleepers?
Sleepers in Seattle.
Sleepers?
I haven't. No.
I Never Met Her.
What?
I don't know.
Sleepless. I never met her. Thanks for listening to Throw on the Power. My name is Frank.
My name's Marcus.
My name's Tom.
And my name's Robert De Niro.
De Niro. I'm not kidding
You
it.
talking to me?
Doesn't
You should
sound
be
right.
talking to us on socials. Hey. Throw in the Pal at Instagram or throw in the Pal at gmail.com. Tell us your favourite De Niro or tell us why he sucks.
Hey, don't.
What?
Throw in the past.